Hello and welcome to another Bad Comic Review. This time we are looking at Judge Dredd Under Siege, issue 3. This is written by Mark Russell, art by Max Dunbar, colors by Jose Luis Rio, letters by Simon Bolin, editor was Denton J. Tipton. We've got the mutants coming in and storming the place. Dredd makes some weird comment about tetherball. Do people play tetherball? Okay. Apparently in the future it's a big deal. And he hits someone with a giant turkey leg sign, and it's really tee-hee funny. Then we get a little bit more about this guy that's leading the mutants, and he has some silly talk. And we see him, he's an evil white dude, of course, with an eye patch, and he's talking to the residents, and they're all minorities. Obviously, only poor brown people live in poor people housing. That's the impression I'm getting anyway. And he's saying, we're gonna kill like 50 people if the judges don't surrender. And of course, since this is really a story about the mayor, he's the one that has to save the judges. Yeah, this just has devolved pretty significantly. When people start getting murdered by this evil guy, someone shoots one of the judges and some other people start attacking. Dredd has to start putting his gun up and say, for the crime of attempted murder of a judge, and the mayor's like, stop, this is what they want. Well, duh, but somebody did just shoot one of the judges. And it turns out that the henchmen of this pirate-looking guy who's leading everything are two of the guards that were exiled by the mayor. The mayor actually kicked them out into the wasteland instead of just making them leave. They worked for that organ collection place, and he sent them out into the wastelands. So this is kind of all the mayor's fault, really, because those guys are back for revenge. But overall, this was a really disappointing issue. A lot of stuff happened that could have been really cool, but it was all kind of couched in this tee-hee goofball humor that isn't funny. The fact that the evil guy did throw a bunch of people over from the higher levels and kill them, alright, that was brutally evil, but otherwise he just came off as kind of annoying. This issue was better than last issue, but not by much. So far, I'm not real impressed with the last couple issues. The first issue was alright, but this is not a Judge Dredd story. It's not Judge Dredd focused, certainly. It doesn't have the feel of the Judge Dredd series. It just feels like a convoluted story that's really about this mayor guy who's forced to work with the judges. And it doesn't work for me. It doesn't really feel authentic. It feels kind of forced, and I'm not too impressed with it. So this issue the story is lacking, the art's not that great. And it could have been really good, I think, but either somebody in editing dropped the ball and didn't give them a little more direction, or they just executed poorly. I'm not sure which it is, maybe both, but it's really going off the rails, and it needs a focus. If you're going to tell it through one person's eyes, do that, but focus on it that way. And this seems to be bouncing back and forth, and Judge Dredd seems very neutered in this, and I don't care for that. It really doesn't feel like a Judge Dredd story so much as it is about the mayor and a guy who dresses like Judge Dredd just happens to be there, but he doesn't really act like Dredd. This is a miss for me, but that's my take on it. As always, thank you so much for listening and supporting the channel. If you liked the video, hit the thumbs up and consider subscribing, and we hope to see you on the next one.